UC Riverside in the black uniforms, and the Highlanders will have the first possession of the basketball game. Zion Pullen with a right-hand dribble. He is picked up by Javon McClanahan defensively. Cameron cut through the lane, but here is Dominic Pickett. Now Cameron with it again. Flynn Cameron dumps it inside. Colin McRae. Cameron lost the ball, and it's out of bounds to Hawaii.
And one reason I really love this matchup is because both these teams have a lot of size. They always have big men on the floor, a little bit old school, big, strong wood choppers, I like to call them.
Kamakahepa, big man in the middle, wearing 44. He's playing outside of the perimeter right now. He pumps the pass into DeRosier. DeRosier doubled, skips it out. McClanahan fighting off the defensive Pullen. Here's Madut. Junior Madut, junior from Sydney, Australia. He lets one go a little bit short, and the rebound to McRae. International flair in this game. Many players from Oceania, meaning Australia and New Zealand.
That's the thing about Hawaii's roster. They got players from 6 different time zones.
They do. And a whistle and a foul. Mark Fulton, Jeff Wooten, and Martin Chihusky are the officials tonight. Chihusky making the first call of the game.
A lot of diversity. Look at these international players from UC Riverside alone. I think it's 5 players from Australia, 3 from New Zealand. They have that connection.
Aussies and Kiwis. Good on you.
The head coach for Mike Magpie, when he was just the assistant coach, was David Patrick, one of those St. Mary's guys. They did a lot of recruiting in that area and brought that here to UC Riverside.
Madut, the rebound, running. And he'll stop, bring it out to the top of the key, midway between the circles.
I always felt Hawaii runs their stuff really well, and they got a good balance of outside shooting, interior play.
Down low now, Bernardo da Silva. Da Silva had it partially blocked, got the rebound, looking to go back up, and he gets the roll. And the first bucket of the ball game belongs to the Rainbow Warriors.
Fantastic, you know, that second effort. A lot of players give up after 1, sometimes 2. It's 3rd and 4th efforts, you almost always score.
You know, we're talking about Australia, New Zealand. Let's not forget Da Silva is from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. It's almost like the Olympics out here with the representation you have.
And I love international style basketball, a little bit different. Both these teams show a little bit of it.
Junior Madut on to Sydney, Australia, New South Wales. There's a quick flip toward the basket by Da Silva. Now the rebound out to Dominic Pickett. He's from all the way in Moreno Valley, California. Pickett. He's got the ball, right corner. 3. Got it. 3-2, UC Riverside.
Team captain, voted by the team. 2-time Big West Conference Best Hustle Player. And this year, cracking that honorable mention all-conference award.
Interesting thing about him, too, is he walked on in 2017. He spent half the season as a team manager.
You're 100% right. Dennis Cutts was the coach at the time, started him out as a manager. Slowly worked himself to being a walk-on and eventually became a scholarship player. Now he's an all-conference guy in his 5th year. It's a great pass, baseline drive, baseline drift. Dominic Pickett open in the corner.
Islanders with the basketball. Here's Pickett. Pickett looking to get the screen from Tattersall. Zion Pullen directing traffic on the right wing. Hands to McRae. Tattersall. Skip pass. Carson underneath, he's got 2.
See UC Riverside, the ball goes inside. They do what's called a Laker cut. They cut over the top of the post player with the basketball, and those kind of plays are a result.
Flynn Cameron with the bucket.
Right there, just right over the top. Flynn Cameron, as you mentioned. Colin McRae dumps it down to him. I think I saw Hawaii do the same thing just a moment ago, but instead of going over the top on the post player, they went underneath the post player.
Monte Cholina is in, number 11 for Hawaii. DeRosier with 4 seconds to shoot. Now the drive, and the bucket no good. Rebound DeRosier.
Real talent, and I think that if Noel Coleman hadn't gone down a couple weeks ago, with a facial injury, they would be having a much better chance here, not just in this game, but to potentially win this conference tournament. Now, you got to think, too, they had a great point guard in Juan Munoz go down in November with an ACL tear. Samuda Avea opted out last year, but the season before, he was so great for the Rainbow Warriors. He had back surgery. Munoz and Avea are here with the team, planning on being back next year. But there's 3 players right there, potentially 3 starters right there, that are not in your lineup right now for Hawaii, yet they still had a fantastic season and finished in 3rd place in the regular season.
Zion pulling. Entry pass now, and spinning in the lane is McCray. Loose ball. That is picked up by Javon McClanahan. To the low block it goes. Cholina battling. Lost the ball. It's picked up by Pickett.
It's really good
pass
defense.
ahead Cameron.
Yeah, McCray bodying up.
McCray trying to set the high screen. And foul on the way up. Shot taken by Zion Pullen.
See, Pullen is not your typical point guard. He's big. You know, a lot of point guards are not even 6 feet tall. If they are, maybe 6'1", 6'2". He's 6'4". He's my height. Efficient with the basketball, so he's like a wing handling the basketball with quickness and speed to get to the basket.
Pullen, 14 points a game on average. Leading in points in the regular season, 364. Points were spread out a little bit this year, but Pullen out of Pleasant Hill, California, College Park High School. He is guarding Javon McClanahan right now. Vallejo. Now DeRosier. DeRosier backing in. Hepa needs some help. 6 seconds to shoot. McClanahan drives. 3 seconds to shoot. Just a pull-up pop comes short off the rim. And the rebound and the putback no good from Cholina. Pickett double. Pull it. Now Martinez is in the game. Jalen Martinez, a 6'11" freshman and a transfer from UNLV. And he is a wide body, 260. Our number 12 for UC Riverside.
Didn't play last year at UNLV, but he's made an impact here at UC Riverside. Coach Mac McPio, he likes big bodies, just like Coach Gannat over with the Rainbow Warriors.
And off to Pullen, McClanahan guarding. Comes Cholina up to front him. Now Tattersall whips it to the left side to Dragan Elkaz, who's in the game. And a bump and a foul. And the foul will be on Monte Cholina.
When you have a guard who's so creative and good coming off of ball screens, the way that Zion Pullen is, it puts so much pressure on your defense. You have to decide how you're going to guard that. And if you're guarding a good shooter, and I would say Pullen is an average shooter. He's about 30% from 3. You know, probably a little below average. You got to go over the top of those sometimes so they can't pull a 3-point shot on you.
Switched up for a minute, and now Pickett left open. Deep 3 is good. Dominic Pickett drains that one, and that gives the Highlanders a 7-point lead. A runner off the glass does not fall, and a foul. Foul will be on Zion Pullen.
Now, Dominic Pickett is a guy that has just no fear. Look how comfortable he is. This is his 5th year in a uniform, and this year, he's the most confident I've ever seen him be. Just looks relaxed out there. He knows it. He's a utility guy. He can run every play, 1 through 5, at every position on the floor. Super smart, and he's local, like you said, so far away, Moreno Valley from UC Riverside.
Long ride, isn't it? Amaro Lotto at the line hits the first one. Nampa, Idaho, a sophomore. But talking about the international flair, he wasn't born in Idaho. He was born in Cairo, Egypt.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Learn something new every day, Richard.
I do, hanging out with you. Wow.
Inside, and Martinez with an easy 2.
See that pulling going off the ball screen? He's so good. He draws so much attention. It's really the engine that makes them go.
Riley gives the ball to McClanahan. Off to DeRosier. In and out. Pullen battling for the loose ball. He comes up with it. Zion Pullen running the floor for UC Riverside. Finished the year 16-11. Heading into tournament play. Martinez. You start as a team manager. You end up being voted best hustle player in the league 2 years straight.
Exactly. And you know what? Being a team manager, being a walk-on, humbling yourself, gives you that work ethic. You'll be good in all assets of life.
Rosier misses, and a foul. They go to the line, but for Hawaii, they have not scored in a while. They have no field goals in the last 5-19. They've got a free throw in there, but from the field, they're 0 for their last 6. DeRosier, who had that free throw, hits another.
He's been their most consistent player as of late. Talked about his 3 straight double-doubles in the month of February.
Foul was on Elkaz, by the way, his first. And the third on the team for UC Riverside. Pickett goes to Elkaz, and he gets it back. Throws it over to Tattersall. Martinez, a big, strong rebound, and there's another bucket. 6 points for Jalen Martinez.
He's caused a lot of problems. 3 of 3, what, in the last 5 possessions?
He takes up a lot of room underneath, and he's making the most of it on the offensive end. Missed by DeRosier. Madut back up top. Lotto, fadeaway jumper is good. And that ends a drought of no field goals in almost 6 minutes for Hawaii.
So you can sure hear the Hawaii crowd behind us, can't you?
Yeah, they are here. They travel well.
The whole stash of them sitting 10 feet away from us.
Pickett, 14-footer, in and out. Junior Madut with the rebound. 6'6" junior from Sydney, Australia. Lotto, 3-pointer. And Martinez, the long reach, grabbed that rebound.
Why yet to score a 3-point shot? They average almost 8.5 3-pointers per game, best in the conference.
There's a 3. As UC Riverside has built a 10-point lead, Pickett has been getting it done early. He is 3 for 3 from 3, 9 points. And now a bucket there for Junior Madut.
Long, active. It's a great first step to the basket.
Pickett looking to try to get the high screen, but DeRosier cut him off. Cameron tried to push it along the baseline. It goes out of bounds.
With him a scholarship, and now playing for David Patrick's former assistant, Mike Magpayo. And here he is, like I said, 3 threes here already in the first 9.5 minutes.
Pullen battling left side of the lane, and the ball taken away by Hawaii. Madut, reverse layup is good.
That was a work of art. Oh, that was pretty.
That's the first assist for Hawaii in the game. Hadn't had an assist offensively. DeRosier hands it off to McClanahan. McClanahan bounce pass, low block right side. And De Silva, turn around, can't make it go. Taken back by Colin McRae. Pullen driving. Cut off by McRae. Here's Cameron. Thought about the 3. Bounce pass to McRae. Well, Coleman is in the game for UC Riverside.
Seeing signs of life from the Rainbow Warriors. Junior, but dude, look at this. The sky from one side of the backboard to the reverse on the other. That is a thing of beauty. I think he jumped from outside the lane line to finish on the opposite side of the rim.
There wasn't very much of a lane at all between the two defenders, but he found the space. He somehow got through there.
He's wiry thin, but he is athletic and can really move.
Just threaded the needle. Fouls on Beon Riley, his first team's 5th. And Hawaii has cut it to 6. Biggest lead for the Highlanders, 10. Hawaii has led by 2. That was very early. Ledoux. That would have been a big bucket for Hawaii had it gone. Bullen trying to counter now that they've got possession. Uh-oh. Gave it away, and now the Rainbow Warriors will have it with 9 minutes to go until halftime.
The audience here, huge band, cheerleaders for Hawaii. The audience is very much pro-Hawaii, and I think the noise is starting to affect UC Riverside on the offensive end a little bit.
They traveled very well. The women won yesterday.
Yes.
Hawaii women. Wahine.
Laura Bean has done a fantastic job with the program.
Clanahan rises. It's in and out. McRae battling for the loose ball. It's off of him and out of bounds. Or off of Hawaii, I should say, and out of bounds. And UC Riverside will have possession. Riverside has not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. And in that same time period, they've turned the ball over 3 times. It's largely why they've had the scoring drop. Straight on 3 is good. And with the bucket, Flynn Cameron. 34% free throw, 3-point shooter during the regular season. Cameron is on the New Zealand youth national team. New Zealand, a beautiful country, capital city of Auckland, just tremendous city. This one's out of bounds, and it'll go back to Hawaii.
Are we at the Stan Sheriff Center in Hawaii?
That sounds
it's
like
a home game for the Rainbow Warriors. Defensive chance, let's go Bows.
You would know they were down by 9.
You would not. Imagine they're up by 9 right now.
Up by 9. Ledoux trying to dig into that lead. And a ball around the rim, no good. Battle for it, it's on the floor. You see Riverside's got it. Coming up with it was Will Tattersall. An area where there's a lot of athletic talent too. Basketball, baseball, volleyball, incredibly good at volleyball, and how can we forget football?
That's right.
High school football in Hawaii is amazing.
I don't think I knew that.
Really good. Let's hep into the basket. In fact, he's probably watching us tonight. I want to say hi to Hawaii volleyball broadcaster Scott Robbs. His dad, Don Robbs, was a broadcasting legend at the University of Hawaii for many, many years. I'm sure Scott's tuned in.
Probably so. You know, Kanoa Leahy, another great broadcaster in Hawaii. ESPN colleague as well.
Right.
He's always impressed by how I know Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Apua'a.
It's pretty good.
It's the
I'm impressed too.
the state fish of Hawaii. How do you not know the reef triggerfish? You want to try it? Huma Huma.
Now, why don't you do it 3 times fast?
Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Apua'a. Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Apua'a. You want to try the 3rd time?
No. You did it more than enough. That's really good.
All right, sounds good.
Well, 22-15, Hawaii closing the gap. Lead now 7 for UC Riverside. Bullen kicks it back outside. Cameron with Tattersall. Tattersall trying to drive, spins, fires one up with the left hand. That's in and out. Here come the Rainbow Warriors. McClanahan. 6:50 to go, first half. Hawaii trying to pick their way back into the game. Look at that. Kicks it back outside, Junior Madu. What a good dribbling clinic there from Javon McClanahan. But Hawaii turns it over, and Hepa goes down.
Wow.
Traveling violation. Check in now with Molly Sullivan. Molly.
Yeah, a very candid conversation in that last Hawaii timeout. The message was, listen, we've been terrible. We need to be on the same page. Let's start talking, communicating, connecting. If it's not there, they got to move it side to side. Big, strong shots are what they're looking for, obviously, guys.
Obviously, Eran Ganat relaying that message to his team. That one is way off the mark from Bernardo da Silva.
I like what Molly said there. You know, what Coach Ganat is trying to tell his team is we've got to get ball reversal so we can get better looks at greater shots to the basket. They're 4 of 19 right now, and they've been hanging around because they've gotten 8 free throws and converted 7 of them at this point.
They're 0 for their last 6 from the field. They haven't scored in about 4 minutes.
UC Riverside has an opportunity to just blow this thing open. Get up by double digits here in the first half.
No block McCray. Now Tattersall for 3. Junior Madu, a flying rebound. Hawaii now trying to make the most of each possession. Hepa up fakes. Bounce pass to the block to da Silva. Da Silva to the basket. That just won't go for Hawaii. It's over 4.5 minutes now. 4:40 that they have not had a field goal. Oh. 3-ball attempt. Tattersall rebound.
Great offensive board by Tattersall. Came out of nowhere. Gives his team second chance opportunity.
That's going the other way.
Legal screen. Great sportsmanship.
Leon Pickett.
I really think Hawaii is still trying to figure out who they are without Noel Coleman. As I mentioned, they had lost 2 great players before games even started. They had their identity figured out. Had a great guard, had a great wing player, and now Noel Coleman had recently taken over, and then the injury to the face. He couldn't even travel on the trip. And he was their go-to guy. He was their guy off the bounce. He was the guy that could really break down defenses and score the basketball.
Pass to Hepa, errant, and it's out of bounds. Back to UC Riverside. Just over 5 minutes to go first half. There's been no scoring by either team in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. UC Riverside trying to change that trend. Rosier back in the game. He's defending up near the top of the key. Pickett.
That looked good.
And Rosier the rebound.
This UC Riverside team built on defense. With Coach Mike Mihaio on staff, either as an assistant or head coach, they've been some of the best in the nation. That's going to be a player control, is it not? Yes.
It is. So they're layup numbers that are going against them.
Talking to one of the UC Riverside staffers, they were really concerned about the three-point shooting for Hawaii. He said, we got to make sure we stop them in transition. Their transition threes are so good at. This is a team that hit 15 threes on the road at Long Beach State in Hawaii. Right now, 0 for 4.
McCray looking for help. Rosier guarding him, trying to post up with him. And now McCray open, steps toward the basket, and a strong lane.
Physical.
Lead back to 9.
He's so big when he swings the ball, sometimes over the head of the defender.
See the scoring drought for Hawaii. 3:25 and counting. Lotto to Hepa. Hepa, bounce pass to Rosier, one-on-one with McCray. He's taking on the big fella. And he kicks it back outside. 5 seconds to shoot. McClanahan hits the 3. That's something that the Rainbow Warriors needed. Lead cut to 6. very much anyone's game here tonight. Fourth of the 4 men's quarterfinals. Here's Hepa, the rebound. McClanahan will run the floor. McClanahan to the right side, fires one up and in. Devon McClanahan with 5 points. It's a 4-point game. Pullen gets the roll. And the game was more than 1 foul. Probably a good thing for both teams.
Definitely.
Nobody's in foul trouble whatsoever.
Now, this struggle for Hawaii to score is being saved by the fact that they're getting to the free throw line. It's also not good that they only have 1 dime, as you mentioned, but 6 turnovers, and they need some more Madut in their life right now.
Boy, he can walk on the sky. Lead is 5 for UC Riverside. Now back in the game, Jalen Martinez. He lost the ball. Here's Lotto with it. Madut, 3, no. Rebound for Hawaii. Cholina, battle, double figures yet. Pickett, the leading scorer in the game with 9.
UC Riverside's playing so well. I'm really surprised the score is as good as it is.
Cholina. Martinez got him to redirect his shot. And Pullen brings it back. Pullen down the lane. Little runner gets the roll.
That's what he does. He can pull up and shoot that mid-range. He can take it to the house. Just look how lean Zion Pullen is guarding the ball. Strong, physical, tall point guard.
It's 28% for Hawaii from the field, and Madut misses. Shot taken and missed by Cameron. Madut stepping on the gas and draws the foul before the shot.
That's 6 fouls on UC Riverside now.
The next one will put Hawaii in the bonus. Hawaii's with 7, so UC Riverside already in the bonus. And a lot of basketball left in this one. A minute 18 to go in the first, but 7-point lead. They've kept it in single digits primarily. Largest lead was 10 with 11:10 to go. Hawaii had a brief 2-point lead. In fact, they've only had the lead for 48 seconds in the game. And UC Riverside's led for over 15 minutes. And Cholina with a basket.
Cleanup duty.
Clean up in aisle 11 right there.
Cholina still getting over an illness. I think he battled COVID for about a month and a half, lost a ton of weight, finally getting back into it.
Elkaz spots up, missed the 3, and Madut skies for the rebound. Hepa goes left, skip pass. Wide open is Lotto. Oh. 2-point game. Memorial Lotto, 33% during the regular season, 21 of 63 from 3. And knocks down a big one for the Rainbow Warriors. Pullen hanging, but he is fouled. And that'll be on Madut.
Talked about which team's going to get hot. How about Hawaii as of late? Great pass from Hepa from the opposite post to hit Lotto in the corner. He makes that shot with a hand in his face. We got ourselves a ball game now. It's unless for some reason UC Riverside is able to get an offensive rebound, Hawaii's going to have the last shot of the half.
Foul is on Junior Madut, his second. Three-point game. 8 points for Pullen, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So his game's been pretty well spread out numbers-wise. And he knocks down another for 9 points. 4-point lead.
If I'm Hawaii, I'm not giving an opportunity for UC Riverside to score again. 8 seconds, go set a ball screen, do some action like this, it's fine. And wait till the last couple seconds to launch that shot.
DeRosier, 4 seconds to go. Madut steps back behind the line. Got it! Off the window! Hawaii will start with the ball.
Well, like I said, look, they're outplaying in a lot of areas. They're getting more offensive rebounds. They're forcing more turnovers. They're just not converting on the shots.
DeRosier and Madut. Now to Silva. Hepa to DeRosier, a little block left side. Pickett on him. How important is the first possession of the second half in this situation?
If you can score, you feel really good in the next 20 minutes.
That's off the leg of Callum McRae, out of bounds. So 5 seconds to shoot once the inbound is triggered here.
Plenty of time. Watch the inbounder. There he is.
He set a screen, pull up, pop. And a foul. Freshman from Melbourne and Victoria, Australia. And there's Madut. And Hawaii has their first lead in a long time. Since the 3:09 mark, I beg your pardon, since, well, they only had the lead for 48 seconds until now, 32-31. It was pretty early in the game.
Three-point shot was really dropping early on.
Locked.
Wow.
They both, Hepa and De Silva were there. They might have both got a handle on it. McClanahan steps around the D. 18-footer ends up out of bounds, and looking for some help was Martin Chihusky. He got the help, and the ball is going to go back to UC Riverside.
And McClanahan's shot fake, the most underused fundamental in basketball. Got his defender in the air, had a great look at the basket.
Tattersall gives the ball to Cameron inside. McRae missed the easy two. Well, you can't get much closer to the bucket than that. Ball didn't cooperate, so it's a break for Hawaii, and Madut with the basketball gets a high screen.
And that's what Hawaii was like in the first half. Jump pass got him.
They tried to dump it to De Silva, but Tattersall comes up with it.
First half, a lot of mislayups. You heard Coach Ganott speak on that at halftime.
Pickett hits. And Dominic Pickett is now in double figures with 11. He is the only Highlander in double figures so far, their leading scorer. See Riverside back in front by a point. You expect some lead changes here, Richie, as we move along here early in the second half.
Been a little bit of a back and forth battle as of late. You know, Hawaii, though, has just been coming along since, what, about the minute-and-a-half mark of the first half. Finally found their stride offensively. Missed a lot of easy ones early on. Three-point shots were dropping for UC Riverside, and there's some confusion as to whose ball is this.
That'll belong to the Highlanders.
Now you got to capitalize for UC Riverside. Hawaii just plays solid.
Leading scorers each with 11. And it's a 3-6 matchup. The 3 seed Hawaii, the 6 seed the Highlanders of UC Riverside, but both teams with nearly identical records, 16-11 for UC Riverside, 16-10 for Hawaii. Behind the back dribble, turnaround, Zion Pullen. Comes Madut now for the Rainbow Warriors. McClanahan whips it right. DeRosier gets it back to McClanahan, and he is fouled in the lane. And the foul will be on Zion Pullen, his second.
It's like Hawaii's playing with a little more firepower right now, looking to attack the basket a little bit more. The penetration, the slashing, see right here, McClanahan getting in there, you know, all the way into the middle of the paint before the foul was called. And if they could just get some of these high percentage looks, high percentage shots around the basket and convert on them, they're going to be just fine. It's where they really struggled early on.
Daniel Matting has checked in for UC Riverside, 6'9" senior from Perth in Australia on the West Coast. Madut looking to penetrate, dumps it off underneath, and a reverse lay-in rolls in. Great setup by Madut. And now Pullen. He knocks it down, and he's fouled. (35-34).
Great play on one end for Hawaii, and UC Riverside just takes it right back. Poland gets all the way into the paint. Got to try to avoid that. You got to push him, keep him outside the three-pointer. Don't let him get any kind of penetration. He's too good of a finisher if you're Hawaii.
Javon McClanahan trying to get an explanation on the foul. That's his third, so he will head over to the bench. And coming in, Amoro Lotto. Mike McPile directing traffic. Told Molly at the half, this is a Big West tournament game, and he expected it to be physical.
The difference is, you know, Hawaii's down 15.5 points with Coleman being out. Oh, nice high-low. Love this.
Epa can't make it go. DeRosier tips it in. And that evens the score, 36. DeRosier, 3 years at Princeton. And then decided to make the journey to Hawaii. And a rebound for Junior Madut. Not a lot of Junior about Junior.
No, definitely not. Oh, out of bounds on Madut, they're saying, on the line.
I don't know if Junior agrees.
Here's Hepa, a little shot fake, missed the reverse, but DeRosier there for the cleanup.
Even Steven, 36 all, 16 minutes and change remaining in the second half. Inside wide open is McCray, and he did not go straight to the basket. He tried to up fake, and it cost him.
Totally did here.
Opportunity for Hawaii. De Silva to Hepa. Winner of this game gets Cal State Fullerton tomorrow night in the second semifinal. High off the glass, no good. DeRosier
says he went to college with Molly Sullivan when she was on the swim team.
Is that so?
Gonna have to fact check that one.
Such a small, I can see her smiling over there. She knows. Thumbs up across court. Pickett, dribble handoff to Pullen. And Pullen stopped up, fades away and hits. 14 points now for Zion Pullen. One of the players to watch that you selected before the game. DeRosier the other, and both are doing well. DeRosier with 8 points. So we revisit our players to watch. Underneath, stuffed again. And a whistle and a foul. A foul will be whistled on Pickett. Second foul on Dominic Pickett.
Seems to be a concerted effort coming out of the locker room to attack the basket more, to get more dribble penetration, to break UC Riverside's defense down in that manner. The threes are going to come. They're the best three-point shooting team as far as makes are concerned in the Big West Conference. They've only made 3. They want to make 8.5 in a game.
Lotto guarded by Pickett. Lob inside to DeRosier. He is met by Martinez and got the worst of it. That's like running into a wall.
Sure is. Martinez, he is a strong man. 6'11", what, 260 or so?
That's what it says. Tattersall tries a 3. And Martinez rips down the board and can't get the rebound to go. Boy, golden opportunity for UC Riverside by the boards. Junior Madut holding now. DeRosier at the high post. Apropos for a former Princeton player. Now the three-pointer, good. The second big three-pointer for Amaro Lotto. And Hawaii with their largest lead at 42-38, 4 points.
If you're UC Riverside, you can't crumble here. Yes, you've lost a big lead. Yes, Hawaii is rolling right now. But you got to punch back.
A block. Great block, Bernardo da Silva. Da Silva, second on the team in blocks coming in. 13 during the regular season. He's got at least one tonight. 2 now. Lotto lines up another 3. Tried the window. And that's going to be out of bounds and back to UC Riverside.
Second half. We knew Hawaii's defense was going to be stingy. But UC Riverside having to find a way to score around the basket.
Pull. Tiny little fadeaway works, and it's now a 2-point game.
You know, Poland and I have something in common.
What's that?
We both love the TV show Practical Jokers. Have you ever watched?
Well, how do you find that out?
I'll talk to your son about it.
Okay. Backdoor cut, and Lotto scores.
The double flex.
Yeah, we mentioned, you know, an element of the old Princeton offense, invented by the legendary Pete Carrill. We've seen a couple of things: that backdoor cut and also the pass from the high post coming from DeRosier. Tattersall will run her too far. And is kicked right into the hands of DeRosier. 4-point lead, Hawaii. Inside it goes, and a foul. Shot was taken by Monte Cholina.
DeRosier making plays for his teammates, not just a cleanup guy around the basket. He hit Lotto for a 3-pointer just before that, and then the backdoor cut by Lotto. Those two, they have some symmetry between them. Same side of the floor, different type of pass, same result, a bucket.
Now, Richie, one of the factors we've noticed at this point in time, the rebounding for Hawaii has really picked up. And they have an 11 rebound advantage right now over the Highlanders, 30-19 at this point.
Oh, wow. It was only up two at halftime.
They have really started to crash the glass. Ladute missing on the 3, a little bit long. And Pickett sends it up the floor to Zion Pullen. And Ladute will foul. Richie Schuler and Molly Sullivan, Tim Neverett here in Henderson, Nevada. Glad you're with us. Got a good one here in the final game of the day.
Both these teams playing great defense, holding the opponent to under 40% from the field.
Shot taken by Cameron. He's got a 3. Flynn Cameron, the junior from New Zealand. Transfer from DePaul. Played 3 seasons at DePaul.
Good basketball over there.
High off the glass, no good. Tattersall with the rebound again. A 1-point game, Hawaii in the lead, and UC Riverside trying to get it back. They won't hear. McClanahan off to Lotto, and that is saved with a behind-the-back pass from Pickett. The other way, Pullen, he scores.
Pullen, the Jets, speed down the floor. Last couple possessions, UC Riverside doing a little bit better job of keeping Hawaii off the offensive glass. You know, the Rainbow Warriors have 11 offensive boards. That's giving them 14 points. That is a major chunk of their offense.
1-point game. Here's DeRosier. Inside, it's tipped away and right back to it. Javon McClanahan. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. DeRosier fires one up. He's got it. DeRosier fills it up, and it's 46-44. 46-45, beg your pardon. 1-point lead. Martinez.
He's got away with
step in the lane. Yeah, he did. It's funny how sometimes things work out because he missed the layup.
Ball don't lie.
DeRosier, high post, fakes a handoff to McClanahan. Looking for some help. Cholina for 3.
His 5th 3-pointer on the season. The 7-footer from Melbourne, Australia.
You don't normally expect the 7-footers to be shooting from out there, but
you don't.
He cashed in. And Zion pulling at the other end makes it a 2-point game. Again, it's got to be one of those where, you know, Iran Granada is saying no, no. Oh, okay. And he scores from inside, but an offensive foul, so no basket. I call that a player control foul.
A 7-footer. I thought he had himself a nice little layup right here. Just hit a 3-point shot. The very next possession, he gets it, and who gets right in front of him? I think it's a fantastic call by the official now that I see that angle. Is that Dominic Pickett that took that charge?
He's outside the restricted area arc, so that's going to be the charge.
Sure was.
That's what that RA, as the officials call it, restricted area arc, is for. It was put down on the floor several years ago. McCray with a left-hand lay-in.
So Pickett takes the charge on one end against a 7-footer, then passes to his 7-footer for a layup on the other.
Big bodies in the game. All even at 49. Cholina against McCray. McClanahan directing traffic. 7 seconds to shoot. Cholina switches hands and scores and gives Hawaii a 51-49 lead.
It's 3 straight possessions that Cholina has taken the shot.
Step back jumper for 3. Got it!
Since.
And he is flirting with a new career high. He just set a career high the final day of the regular season on March 5th against Long Beach State with 24 points. So 1 off of that.
Back-to-back 20-point games?
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
Cholina fouled on the way up. Yeah, last meeting against Hawaii, he also had 19. So he's had good games against the Rainbow Warriors. So the foul will be on Callum McCray. And Mate Cholina goes to the line. It's the first foul on McCray.
That's surprising considering 7'1" in the paint
and all the contact he's been involved in.
You know, it says a lot about your perimeter defense, though. You know, if you're not letting on the perimeter the ball handler beat you off the bounce, there's no reason for the post defender to have to try to help. That's where a lot of bigs get their fouls.
1-point lead for Hawaii. 8:15 to go. Hawaii trailed by 10 early, and it has been a seesaw battle ever since. There are 9 lead changes in the game. McCray guarded by Cholina. McCray trying to get to the basket, spins and scores. You see Riverside by 2 in the second half with a 1-point lead. The last 7 shots in the game have gone in. That's combined for both teams. And a foul, a blocking foul on Mate Cholina.
I think that gives him his 4th foul.
It is. That is foul number 4, so we have to get him out of the game here more than likely. Bernardo da Silva heading in to give him a break.
It's a big blow. He got a lot of size down there.
Coach Gannett trying to protect him for the rest of the way. Side McCray at the high post. Zion pulling. Kicks it out to the corner. 3-pointer does not go. And a whistle and a foul on the floor during the rebound.
Interesting. That was Da Silva who just came in with a much larger teammate of his, Cholina, with 4 fouls. He comes in, and was trying to block out McCray, who's got 4 inches on him, and called for the foul. You see down low, yeah, he's trying to hold him back. I think it's a good call by the official.
Second foul on Da Silva. A one-handed runner. Tipped around. DeRosier gets it ahead to Lotto. Junior Badut, he's playing with 3 fouls. Lobs it for Da Silva. 7 minutes to go in regulation. And now under 10 seconds on the timer. Great lay-in by Junior Badut. 12 points, make it 13 now for Madut as he becomes the Rainbow Warriors' leading scorer in the game. Lotto has 12, DeRosier 10, and just short on the layup. De Silva the rebound. Back to DeRosier. Madut wide open. Lotto. No good. DeRosier battles and pulls it down between three Highlanders. That was a hustle play.
Yeah, sure was. Exactly what Hawaii needs to get over the top here. I'm impressed with the defensive effort by both these squads.
De Silva to the rack, scores.
UC Riverside has to stop the bleeding. Slowing it down a little bit. They're going to burn a timeout. No, stick with it.
Largest lead now for Hawaii at 5. And Hawaii on a 6-0 run until right now when Flynn Cameron drains the 3.
Very much needed.
Cameron in double figures with 11.
So much time left in this game. Everything's going to be on a microscope right now.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Next foul for both teams puts each one in the bonus. Oh! Kamaga Hepa, 6'10" junior, Barrow, Alaska.
Got talent.
Cameron, a long three, dead on. They're just trading trays right now, and it's a 2-point game.
Back-to-back threes for Cameron Flynn.
Hawaii has made 6 of their last 7 field goal attempts. Madut sets up for the 3, but there's McCray in the rebound and a chance now for UC Riverside to tie it. And swatted away by De Silva, his 3rd block of the game.
It's a 3-point barrage between these two squads right now. Hawaii with 6 3-pointers, UC Riverside with 8 of them. And here was Hepa from the wing. That gave him a 5-point cushion. Flynn Cameron at the top of the key, knocked down a pair of those in a row, and maybe again.
How about Flynn Cameron? And UC Riverside has retaken the lead. Last 4.5 minutes of regulation. You might want to tighten your seatbelt a little bit. Might be some turbulence on the court. It is 62-61 Hawaii. 12 points now for DeRosier.
And UC Riverside shooting 44%. Even better from 3, 53%.
Pickett hook pass and a foul underneath. McCray missing the lay-in.
Well, McCray missed one by the basket on the pick and roll, but it actually worked in the favor of UC Riverside. Foul called.
Mauro Lotto committing the personal foul. It's his first. So both teams in the bonus now the rest of the way. Shooting 1-1 for now. And McCray, the southpaw, knocks it down.
Only a 61% free throw shooter, among the lowest on the team. Typical for big men. Got them both.
And the way this is coming down, final 4 minutes and change. Might come down to a last possession game. You never know.
Would not surprise me.
The script is shaping up that way. Here's DeRosier. Hepa. No on that try. Loose ball. Won by UC Riverside. Zion Pullen. Tattersall and McCray. Back for Pullen on the handoff. Hook pass underneath. McCray fronted by DeRosier. Steps around him. Can't score it. And Hawaii's got the basketball again. Junior Madut. Trying to get to the basket. Has to pick up his dribble and find help.
3-0 against the Titans.
So either way, looks like it's going to set up for the Wild semifinal tomorrow, regardless of who's in it facing the Titans. Pickett now will turn. Give it to McCray outside the three-point striker, giving him a little bit of room. Hand off to Pullen. Pullen. Back outside, Flynn. Cameron. Flynn Cameron. A little miss on the layup, and DeRosier with it. Chance to get Hawaii back in front.
I feel like Junior Madut has at least one more highlight play in him before the end of this game.
Might be right here.
Well, check this out now. Both teams in the bonus. You mentioned that. Both teams shooting over 70% from the stripe. So if it comes down to free throws, both teams are really good there.
Pullen is blocked. That's the fourth block for De Silva. Lob.
Good fake.
Lotto in and out, and DeRosier with a stick back. Oh, what a play of the season. And now UC Riverside get the tie, or at least 2 points closer. 23 points, one off a career high for Zion Pullen.
A lot of time, no time to panic for UC Riverside. Run your stuff, get a high percentage look.
Under 2 minutes, there's a bounce pass, and Tattersall scores on the feed from McCray.
That's all Tattersall, seeing it in the post, presence of mind to cut to the basket and let Callum McCray make the play.
Coming down to the wire in Henderson tonight. Lotto played by Pickett. Lotto from pass to Silva. They're giving him the room. Tried to get it to DeRosier, and it's lost on the baseline, and a turnover with 1:29 left.
Wasted possession. I led the last play. McCray gets the ball inside. Look at Tattersall on the bottom left of your screen. The pick, the roll. McCray gets the ball. Tattersall, boom, goes right there where he can score the ball near the basket.
Pickett coming down the side of the lane, trying to save it. Gets it to Tattersall. A reset of the offense by Zion Pullen. Pullen cut off. Tattersall whips it to Pickett. Now McCray. 5 seconds to shoot. Pickett underneath the basket. 2 seconds at the buzzer. And Tattersall, the rebound. He is stripped. Loose ball on the floor. It goes out of 5 threes. Zion Pullen will inbound. There's the pass to Cameron. Now McCray way up high. Hands off Pullen. Clock down to 47 seconds. Pullen fades away. And getting the rebound was Hepa.
Great look for Pullen. I thought he dropped that.
Pass to Lotto. Lotto guarded by Pickett. Back to Hepa. Hand off Madut. Pullen guarding him out by the half-court circle. Hawaii chewing up a little clock here. Getting the shot clock down under 10 now.
Let him work off a ball screen.
De Silva. Just enough of a screen. Madut to the basket. Shot. Pressure's on UC Riverside. No shot clock rest of the way. 14 seconds to go in regulation. And they tie it. Pullen with 7 seconds to Pickett. And up. Earns the bonus.
He is so reliable. I love Dominic Pickett. If it's me, I go ahead and try to make this too. You know, it appears that that's what he's going to do, unless he's fooling all of us.
And it's good, and it's a 1-point game and a substitution with Daniel Madding coming in, 6'9" senior.
They're doing that to get extra length from the floor, and also they're doing that to stop the clock, to set up the press. They got a man on the ball. He can run the baseline.
Hepa looking to inbound. Finds Madut, and there is the foul, so Junior will head down to the free throw line.
See, Madut just knocked down 2 in a row. He's a 70% free throw shooter. So this is a 1-and-1, correct?
Still is. So that's the 9th foul. So the next one on the Highlanders would be the double bonus, and Hawaii would shoot 2. But right now, still a 1-and-1.
Hawaii has a timeout. I don't think they're going to burn it. They're not going to freeze Madut here. But if he misses this, watch out the last 5 seconds.
You see Riverside out of timeouts now. Hawaii has 1 remaining. He does not make the front end. Chance for the Highlanders. Last shot off the